This is David, xcskiacademy.com. I'm going to talk about skate skiing uphill. I'm going to break it down into the way that I teach and the fundamentals of what I believe it takes to be a fantastic skate skier uphill. I break it down into three types of glide when you skate ski uphill. The first type of glide is what I call extension glide. So if I keep my center of gravity right in the middle, right between my feet without any weight transfer, if I simply extend my legs, I'll give you a sideways view. If I simply extend my legs out to the side without any weight transfer, my skis glide uphill. All right, the second type of glide that you should focus on and that you should master is weight transfer glide. And simply, without extending my legs at all, but if I just fall and transfer my weight, right, left, if I just transfer my weight and I do no push off, I get glide. The third source of glide, the third type of glide for V1 skate uphill is your pole glide. Poling can create glide. Simply by poling, you get glide. Ultimate skate skiing uphill blends the three together. So let's break it down and see what it looks like in a few simple drills that you can do. Drill one is just to work on extension glide. And that's where I keep my weight right in the middle, right in between my feet, and I extend. Drill number two is weight transfer glide. So instead of flexing and extending my legs, I keep my legs flexed, I keep my legs bent, and I only transfer my weight to get uphill. In order to get really consistent weight transfer glide or consistent extension glide, you need to have the right body position. If this pole is you, and this next pole right here in my left hand is the terrain, and if you flex your knees and lean forward on flat ground, you have about this much forward lean. But if I increase the angle of the hill, and you have that much forward lean, your skis are going to be pressured in the tips and they're going to squirt out the back. What you want to do as the hill gets steeper is that most of us are going to have to stand a little more upright in order to maintain that same dynamic relationship with the terrain. A good way to practice uphill body alignment is to try to keep your ankles, hips, and knees in a line as you slide backwards down the hill. Try it again. Slide backwards and stop. In this position, you are set up for fantastic skating uphill. Again. And stop and try to maintain flexed ankles, bent knees, shoulders, hip, ankle in alignment. And now you can, from this position, you can get weight transfer glide. Stop. You can work on your extension glide. So we have three drills: body position drill, weight transfer glide, extension glide. Those three drills. Now let's put them all together and see what it looks like. The last piece we need to introduce is poling, because there is a lot of glide that we can get from poling. And I like to think of poling as not necessarily the source of glide, but it complements and enhances glide. So poling is to complement and enhance glide. A few aspects of poling to keep in mind. One, in V1, we want a power pole, which is taller, which is as tall as what we would do if we were double poling. High hands. But because my skis are in such a big V that I can't get into double pole position or there'd be consequences. So instead, one hand is tall, just like in double pole. The other hand, because it can't be tall, needs to be behind the other ski. It's going to be a little lower. And I'm going to have it face the ski that I'm pulling onto. My tall double pole hand. My second hand, which is now lower, but pointing in the same direction as I'm here. So a good pole position, which is a staggered pole position, is point number one. Point number two for great poling uphill is that we don't have time to get a big flexion in the upper body, because if I flex really big at the waist or in the abs, I'm going to really be falling into the hill with my upper body too much. Instead, I still want to apply power onto my poles, translate that upper body power into the zone to send me forward. How I do that is slightly different. Instead of a big crunch and a follow through, I am going to set my poles down, some ab crunch, some lower body flexion, but as I generate power, I'm going to push those poles as I move on to the next ski. So I am leveraging my upper body against the poles to create that same powerful upper body dynamic that I have in a double pole, where I get a crunch and a powerful plant with the upper body. Instead, now I'm going to plant and push myself against them laterally as I move on to the next ski. It would look like this.